Hi.
Welcome to Young. Welcome to the Young and God, I'm tired.
Young Bro. Welcome to Young Broken Board. My name's Eddie.
Podcast episode number 6. It's Miguel.
I already said Eddie.
Job.
It's
clearly
this is number 6.
Yeah.
That was number 5.
No.
Yeah, it's 6. We're already at 6. Oh my god.
Clearly, it's been a very long week.
Can we still abort us if we wanted to?
Oh god.
No, it's too late.
Probably,
it's too late. We're already like a fully developed fetus.
Do we got legs?
We're basically a person now.
But if you go to like Utah, probably.
Oh, Jesus.
Get those famous YouTube.
Thank you for joining us. We will be talking more movie stuff.
Hello.
And
I thought we were gonna talk about Roe versus Wade for a long time.
Oh jeez.
I have some very interesting opinions about that.
I was about to ask, like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, Roe versus Wade, that historical case,
classic story.
Who likes history? Anyway,
I love that show.
Since I ask you guys this question every week, how was your guys' week? What did you guys do?
Can I make a motion and not have that question asked every week now?
Why not?
Because I don't fucking remember what it is.
Did you not have?
Oh, this week felt really fucking long. If I'm keeping track,
it actually felt really
short. It's because work, isn't it? We're kind of like.
Yeah, I only had one day off this whole week.
Nice, that cash money though.
Yeah.
Well, what did you do on your day off?
Food and drinks.
And bitches.
What did we do Tuesday night? Did we do anything Tuesday night?
I don't think so. Oh, I think we played some billiards.
Some pussy?
No, some puh. Some.
Yeah, I did that Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
What about you, Doug?
And I didn't win.
I fapped a lot.
Hey.
Like too much.
Honestly, that's
to who in particular?
Are we gonna get into this?
Is this it? Is this the porn? Is this the
number
porn podcast?
We weren't gonna wait till at least number 10.
We need to make it at least episode 100.
Okay.
That'll be a specific.
Another time you'll find out what I
goals, everybody.
You'll find out what I fapped to in another episode.
Jesus, the next episode. That's what the thumbnail's gonna be.
No. Oh god.
It's just gonna be like my O face. I'm just like,
Your mask is gonna be upside down.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys watch anything fun?
I did watch something.
Ooh.
At least I think it was. Yeah, I think we recorded the podcast, and the next day I want to go watch this.
Oh geez.
What movie do you guys think I want to go watch?
The Lobster. Again.
No, I didn't go
you
watch
fuck.
That. You motherfuckers don't want to go watch it.
I do.
That's what
no
one tells
We're busy
me anything.
people.
Well, what the fuck? Do you want to go watch it or not?
Sure.
Make some time.
I've got porn to watch. I can't just be watching movies.
Basically.
You guys want to guess? What's in the theaters right now that I might have watched?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No. Not last week. That was in that premiered last week.
I don't fucking the Room.
What?
No.
I'll give you one more guess.
What a story, Mark.
What?
What?
I watched Me Before You.
Oh yay! With Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah,
with Emilia Clarke and
Sarah Connor
and the
yeah.
And the parallel.
Actually, I mentioned the name now. Why the fuck is it called that?
I don't.
What is it called?
Me Before You.
Me Before You.
We'll see from
from
the trailer, from what I can tell.
You never put me before you.
Oh god. From the trailer, from what
I want a divorce.
From what I could tell, she's like very like goofy and like lighthearted, and then like when she gets with him, she's like very negative because he's in a wheelchair, and he just puts it on her.
Maybe it means like who she was before she met him and how it changed her life.
That makes sense.
Boom! Fucking nailed it. Anyway, moving on.
Good.
I think I was the only other guy. There was I think me and there was this other dude there that were actually there watching the movie.
No, wait, you went to go watch it with the girl, right? It wasn't just like, by choice.
No.
Because I think I'd go watch the movie by choice.
You don't think you would, or you would?
No, I definitely would.
Well, if you would, I mean, the whole movie. It's not an awful movie.
Right.
I wouldn't definitely go watch. I wouldn't pay money to go watch in the theater. I don't know if I even watch it on Netflix. I'd be like, oh, that's the movie.
See, I'd probably watch it on Netflix.
Skip over it. I don't think
that's a Netflix movie.
Well, because you like romantic comedy.
Yeah, that's like my guilty pleasure.
You like rom-coms?
Yeah.
I grew up with rom-coms. I'm not.
Me too.
Yeah.
Pretty Woman was my very first one.
Is that a rom-com?
And that's about a hooker.
Oh.
Isn't it?
And Richard
the hot chick is a classic. Rob Schneider is amazing.
You guys want to talk about Real Rob again? Did I mention
that? I don't.
On a podcast, did I mention it?
I think so.
I don't want to talk about Real Rob.
I've never watched it.
I don't want to talk about
it.
Anyways. It's okay, Rob Schneider. I'm sure Rob Schneider's a nice guy, but the show apparently is not very good.
It's pretty poo-poo.
Yeah.
It almost feels slightly racist sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, so Me Before You. If you are a Game of Thrones fan and you're in love with Emilia Clarke, I think this is the movie for you.
If you really liked Terminator Genesis, you'll love Me Before You.
Well, if you know Emilia Clarke from just like in person, I'm sure you've met her in person.
Oh yeah, I met her all the time.
No, but
Sweet
like
girl.
if you've like seen interviews with her,
she's her booty call.
She's I fucking wish. She's very like bubbly and like that's kind of her personality.
That's who she is in this movie.
Yeah, and that's
just
pretty,
like a
like Daenerys is not her personality at all.
No.
Her personality.
I've never seen Game of Thrones, but she's basically like a warlord, isn't she?
Essentially, like a warlord with the heart of gold. Like
Yeah,
I see. Yeah,
which is kind of changing this season. If you watch Game of Thrones,
you mean her heart of gold is shattering?
it's like a heart of
turning into bronze,
death and fire.
Nice.
But I mean.
Watch the merchandise.
I laughed here and there. There's this one of the funniest moments in the whole movie was like near the beginning actually when she meets because you know the premise of the movie?
No.
The premise of the movie is she loses her job at a tea house and she's looking for a new job and she goes to the agency and they find her a job working with or being a caretaker for a man who's lost. Although he's a quadriplegic pretty much.
It's just another fucking movie about white privilege, man.
I see.
I mean, there's not one person of color I don't remember seeing this movie. Oh, I think so.
Fucking Hollywood, bringing the brown man down.
Underrepresentation.
Hashtag race bending.
This is some bullshit. I want a refund.
But like the guy, he's like this. You know, in the beginning of the movie, they kind of show who he is before he became a quadriplegic because he had a motor accident or whatever.
What are you laughing at?
More like he fucking threw out his back golfing.
No. He actually the way he got into his predicament, I think was kind of dumb. Well, not kind of dumb. It's just like how often does that happen?
What was it?
He was trying to suck his own dick. And he broke his neck. That'd be really great, though.
That would be a twist.
Now that's relatable.
That's what you find out at the end of the movie.
We've all been there. It's never ended that tragically, though. No, but the beginning when they're introducing like how his life was before, had a stroke there.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of 50 Shades of Grey in a little bit.
Nice.
Just like this playboy,
I read that
good
book.
looking, has a closet that's the size of my house.
Yeah.
He wakes up, has a super hot, like, pretty much bikini model on his bed. But then he gets into his accident and then it's like it makes him humble and shit, but also he's in constant pain and stuff like that.
He seems like an asshole in the trailer.
He's an asshole
He's
for a
just
good
like
portion
bitter?
of the movie. Yeah, he's just really bitter.
Yeah.
Because how he puts it, he
you
really,
mean he's
he
bitter?
really loved his fucking life.
He's
Right.
he's bitter before the wheelchair? Or
No, he's
after?
bitter because he's in the wheelchair.
Oh, well, that
Which
makes
I
sense.
can't blame him.
Well, yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm pretty fucking mad.
Yeah, I mean, if you tried to suck your own dick and broke your back, I'd be fucking pissed.
I mean, if anything, that's going out with a little dignity, right?
Is
Yeah.
it?
I think
Being
so.
found like that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh, God.
like if your spine is already broken, technically, can you?
Probably
Well,
just
you
like
can't-
bend them over.
What if, imagine the frustrations, like you're this close and you're just like,
you're like
you can't
puffing
move.
air at your penis for like...
This is a blowjob right now.
But then you realize it's like, fuck, I can't move right when I'm about to come.
You know,
That's
I think I'm gonna go watch that movie on Tuesday.
Really?
I think so.
Before you?
I don't know.
Why don't we all go watch The Lobster
should-
instead, you fucking schlub?
We still need to go watch a movie together. I mean.
Yeah.
Come on. Before you? I mean,
Let's go, dude, for my birthday.
and so it's a...
Is your birthday on Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Hey.
Oh, we gotta go do something. Birthday vlog.
Woo! We're all gonna be naked.
Oh,
That's
God.
But not, I mean, it's an okay movie.
Right.
I didn't choose
It's
to
okay.
go watch it.
I
I didn't feel...
Did you cry? Don't
No,
lie.
fuck no.
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 You fucking lie.
Was there any like moments that were trying to tug at your heartstrings?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, but like...
I hate when that happens when they try to make you cry but you don't. It's like I see what you're doing and it's not really doing it. But I can tell that they're trying so hard to make me have an emotional response, but I'm not, and it makes me cringe. It's like,
What was the last movie you guys cried to?
The Road.
you said movie,
Movie.
Oh,
not porn.
not porn. Well, not
There was
It's
this...
not a TV show.
There was this...
yeah. I mean,
What is it?
either or.
Is it Korea that has the really emotional insurance commercials?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I think Korea and Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Korea and Thailand have really emotional insurance commercials.
Yeah.
Like
For
people
some
getting into an
damn
accident
reason.
or something.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
just like really drawn out, like
Christ.
Yeah.
like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain.
It's like the whole thing is like emotion, like manipulating your emotions, and then right at the end it's like, buy our shit.
See, I really want like
we're insurance.
I really want an emotional like
give us your money
commercial for like jelly or something. Like it's
like something really
like
stupid.
this grandpa's in a coma in the hospital, and then it
My
keeps
life.
cutting back and forth like they're feeding him food, and then he wakes up and he's like jelly, and he's like spreading it on toast.
Oh my god!
I think
that sounds amazing. Like you could get like that bloom lighting like in the flashback scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's like spreading like jam on toast. Oh my god! That commercial needs to happen.
And they put the jelly to his nose, and he wakes up and he just like spreads it again.
Yeah,
and it's like Smuckers.
I think we have our idea for a first short.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do we know
god, that
any
would
old
be
people?
amazing.
But anyways, what was I saying?
Movie that you cried to.
Oh,
You said
The
The
Road.
Road.
Have
You said The
No.
Road.
Is that who the fuck is in that?
Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah, the guy from A History of Violence. Yeah, Aragon. He's in that movie.
From
Isn't it Aragorn? Not Aragon?
the Dragon movie?
No, Aragorn, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The
Okay.
king.
The king.
Oh, okay.
The guy who broke his toes while kicking a helmet. Have you heard about this?
That was a thing?
That happened.
That was a real there's a scene when they think they've lost like the hobbits and like they're on like a battlefield of orcs, you know, like all the orcs are dead and there's like a fallen helmet on the ground.
Yeah.
Like Viggo Mortensen was so in the moment they had to kick that helmet and it was like a real heavy metal helmet and he broke his toes.
Wait, but they keep that shot?
They kept that shot and they kept his cry of pain, but it worked emotionally for the movie
Right.
because it's like. That's some good acting.
it's
But
like really-
no, I just fucking broke my toe.
It's like really frustrating.
He's like,
I would love to see the there's something on the screen.
Yeah, thank you.
I would love to see the footage right after that. We're just
Yeah.
like fuck.
Peter Jackson's like, hey, Viggo, that was a very good shot.
He's like medic.
Exactly. That's exactly what I imagined.
Man, that's fucking great. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Fun facts.
I love little.
Why young broken board?
I love little things like that in movies where it's like something unexpected happening in the filming, and they kept the reaction of the actor like, in
because
the
it was such like a
was authentic,
unintentionally good performance. Yeah,
organic.
authentic.
Like they were so in the character.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that post-apocalyptic movie where.
Is he traveling with the sun?
He's traveling with his son.
okay.
There's this one moment where he essentially like I guess he reaches his lowest point.
That's
kind
not
of
the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, right?
No, that's
Okay.
Maggie.
Okay.
That's a zombie one. This
Yeah,
isn't zombie. It's just like Fallout kind of. But like
cool.
when the bombs like they fall in like a few years, like there's still
Everyone just gets nuked.
there's just radiation everywhere.
Right.
There's like people hunting other people for food and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. And there's this
That's
one part
crazy.
where he like the father stoops to his lowest point and he essentially robs a dude.
Oh, geez.
And but like he takes everything. Like, he even takes his clothes and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that. And the guy's just begging with him not to do it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like.
Fuck.
And the kid's just standing there watching. He's like, Dad, don't do this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was really fucking bad.
What about you? Television
Like you
show.
did you cry?
I don't know if I full on bawled.
Like,
but,
you teared a little
There was
bit?
tears.
Yeah.
Like you ever
Yes,
get
yes.
that cry when you're like trying to hold it in? It's like this is just fucking
Yeah.
fiction. I'm not gonna let this get to me.
Yeah, you just get the glazed over eyes. And just,
Yeah.
and then just slowly.
That's the thing. I've never like really when I want to cry during like a movie or a TV show, I never really let myself go, but I always try to hold it in.
I've let
One of these days.
I've let myself go for a book too. It was like a movie. I was just like I had
an
to, like,
erotic novel?
No. Just like, oh god.
and then he shoved his large shaft in my ass.
This is Shakespeare!
Yeah, I don't think I've ever like bawled for a movie though.
But what was the book?
The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay.
What
What are you, a 14-year-old girl?
Yes.
What are you gay?
I was in high school. I put the book down and I was just like, oh fuck.
Did
Bet
you
you
watch the
listen-
movty?
I did.
What
Did you listen to
I-
Panic
huh?
too?
What'd you think?
I think it was pretty. What did you say?
But you listen to Panic too.
I'm an angsty teenage girl. I mean, I think it was kind of honest in the movie. It's pretty honest, and I cried for that from the movie too.
Oh, really?
Not like full on balls, but like teared up. Yeah.
It was still that's good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Well,
If you say an anime, I might have to punch you.
it's
Was it?
I think this.
Gundam?
I think this is a good time to transition. I brought this shirt for a reason.
segue!
You know, Zaku right here.
It's a sweet-looking shirt.
Basically, the last thing that made me cry was actually like earlier today. I was rewatching a very lovely Gundam miniseries called Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt.
Ooh.
That shit made me bawl. One of the main characters is an amputee, right? And he's like cybernetic implants.
The Phantom Pain.
Oh God!
but then, it was funny because there was a comment on one of the videos, like the guy named Big Boss, and he's like that part made me cry a little. but there's a scene where they reveal his backstory, how he lost his limbs, and it's one of the most like emotionally affecting things I've seen in a while.
Really?
And I'm like kind of getting a little teary. Just thinking about it.
What episode was it?
It's the second one.
The second one? Oh, wow.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, because I keep selling Thunderbolt to these guys because I think everyone has to watch Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt because it's really good. It's like one of the best anime miniseries I've ever seen, and it's only 4 episodes, and each episode's 16 minutes, so it won't take up a lot of your time.
And you say it's a really good entry point for someone who's never watched Gundam before.
For sure, right? Like especially because I don't want to get into explaining the whole Gundam franchise, but they take place in different timelines. This one is in the Universal Century, which is the original one. They started in the 70s. This one just adds on to that.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a great entry point for people who want to get into that specific aspect of Gundam, like the original timeline. And, it gets into themes of, like, war and the futility of it, the ugliness of it, like how there really isn't a bad guy or a good guy in war. And it's a really lovely anti-war piece, I would say.
Is it since you're saying it's almost like I don't want to say a direct sequel, but kind of like a sequel to the 70s?
It's more like a midquel. It takes place during the events of the original Mobile Suit Gundam.
Does it kind of take inspiration to the designs of those Gundam?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this series is like 2016 series, but the character designs are very old school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and the animation is really like top notch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you said 4 episodes, 16 minutes each.
And like it's magic. It's like I don't know what witchcraft they did to like concoct this storyline, but like they get so much out there, so much emotion, so much character, so much backstory
almost like
within such a
pretty much a little bit more than an hour.
Yeah, it's like I feel as invested in these characters as I do for like a 26 episode series. And there's only 4 episodes.
Shit.
It's amazing.
There was another point I think you were mentioning to me earlier with the animation with the mechs.
Oh, the mechs, yeah. A lot of mecha series recently, like
they do a lot of CG.
Yeah, the mechs are usually animated separately, like CG. But in Thunderbolt, they're all hand drawn.
Oh, really?
And it looks great. Like so much work went into that series. It's like more people deserve to watch the show, and Thunderbolt deserves the exposure.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing it here today.
where did you watch it? Like, is it on Crunchyroll? Like, where can people watch this?
Well, I think the first 2 episodes are on YouTube. Okay. But then I had to resort to more illegal means to watch the other 2 episodes.
Allegedly.
But I'll buy the Blu-ray when it comes out.
Yeah,
anyway,
the Blu-ray isn't out yet.
No, it's not.
Oh,
I think this year they're releasing like a compilation movie. They're just gonna compile everything.
Yeah, I mean it's an hour long.
So, and it's gonna be called Gundam Thunderbolt December Sky, and they're gonna dub it in English too. They haven't did that yet, so.
Oh, hopefully it's good.
Yeah. So far they had a preview clip, and the dub is sounding pretty good, pretty
That's
natural.
good.
Yeah. Because the story is very like grounded in reality, so it's like it has to sound natural.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna release it just in one Blu-ray then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because typically with anime, isn't like Blu-rays the way they release them are kind of weird, like the box sets and stuff like that.
Oh right, yeah, box sets like they have like different discs.
Yeah, they have like the first maybe 6 episodes on one disc, and then the other 6 episodes.
Not even that. Sometimes they release like 3 episodes per disc. It
Yeah,
gets ridiculous.
It's really fucking bizarre. Because I really like Tokyo Ghoul, so I was looking into like buying the Blu-rays. I'm like, why the fuck can't I just buy one box set with everything? It's like, there's volume this, volume that. I'm like, what the fuck?
So it's like separate box sets.
Yeah, and they're each,
and it comes with a free figure.
Yeah, they're each like $40 a pop.
I remember wanting to buy a lot of the like Fullmetal Alchemist DVDs, and it was a nightmare and expensive because each DVD only came with like 4 episodes.
What the fuck?
And like the entire series spans like
50.
Yeah,
not more.
And I bought the first 2, and I was like, fuck. I watched like those 4 same 8 episodes like 20 times.
Jesus.
Like I had the first couple episodes
some of
memorized.
these prices for anime like Blu-rays though, they're like unforgivable sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I was looking for like Madoka Magica, right? On Blu-ray, like on Amazon,
which is like 13 episode or
it's a 13 episode show, but God fucking damn! Each volume contains like maybe like 2 or 3 episodes each, and each of them are like $50.
And for some reason, when
God
like
damn.
I used to go to like Barnes and Nobles, right? And I could never find the right one. It was just like episodes 1 through 4, and then episodes 20 through 24. I was like, what?
Right. Yeah. There's some missing. It's
Just
like,
take my money.
I don't know what the fuck.
this is what drives people to piracy.
Basically.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the whole way
They
to
are
beat
hard.
piracy. If you give people a way
An
to get
easy
something
way.
easily,
Exactly,
even if it's kind of
yeah.
expensive, but just easy,
Especially
they'll
now,
opt for the
especially
easy.
now with like the ability to sell yourself online.
Yeah.
Like just in one marketplace, you can
Yeah,
just
you
download
know,
the
you-
episodes or even rent the episodes.
Yeah, those online prostitution rings.
What?
Oh, you said sell yourself.
Yeah, you did.
Nice. Don't take
We
my
don't
business.
sponsor anything.
My
like
YouTube
that.
channel is just the front. $20 a pop.
50 if you want to make eye contact.
Jesus.
It's pretty good.
Well,
yeah,
I definitely, after we're talking about it for a while, I kind of want to go watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that.
two should definitely watch Gundam Thunderbolt because I think I'm like the only person
You,
that I know
you keep
that has
pushing
watched
it. You keep pushing like you guys really need
It's
to
really
watch
good.
this.
But like I guess maybe should I just say like the backstory of Gundam a little bit just to like catch you up to
if
speed?
you want.
Because I told Miguel already like the base. I'm gonna get this. I know a lot of you guys watching right now are Gundam fans because I keep getting YouTube comments like review more Gunplay, review more Gundam model kits. It's like I will, all right. It's just that they're expensive and they're like I can't be rough with them. You know,
Yeah.
I really do have to like get the gloves on and like carefully like twist the joints. It's like
Instead of just chucking them
yeah,
in a
yeah,
toilet.
exactly. It's like I'll think about it. Right? I'll do more Gundam. But anyway, I'm probably gonna piss off a lot of Gundam fans with my short summation of the series. But basically, the backstory of the Universal Century of Gundam is that in the future, there's the Earth is becoming overpopulated.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of people immigrated to space. So basically, what the conflict revolves around is that the space immigrants want independence from the Earth government, and they go to war.
Oh, okay.
And that's all you need to know.
That's kind of I think that kind of happened in Halo too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
If
like
it
they were
did-
they were in the middle of that, and then they discovered the Covenant, and then there was colonists off like whatever the UNSC, whatever their Earth is.
Yeah.
They had other colonies in other places. They were going to civil war, but then the Covenant came in. They're like, whoa, there's aliens.
We need to like get together.
Yeah, there's bigger problems.
So that's the thing with video games. Usually I don't pay attention to the story.
You just shoot things.
Yeah, I was like, go pew pew.
Yeah. That's why I want to play Doom.
Basically,
I know, right?
that's a good pew pew game.
Yeah, exactly.
Pew pew
Pew game. Love my pew pew games. Well, yeah. And I guess like the two sides are like it's Xeon, which is the space people, and the Earth Federation, and they're going at it. And like typically, like in the Gundam franchise, Xeon is the antagonist, and the Earth Federation is the protagonist. Earth Federation is the one that has the Gundam, but Thunderbolt kind of switches it on its head. The pilot of the Gundam in Thunderbolt is a fucking psycho. Like he loves war, he loves killing, and he loves jazz. The soundtrack of Thunderbolt is really great.
It's
like,
very sophisticated psychopath.
It's very like Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
Yeah, the sound like I think like the atmosphere of Thunderbolt is very Cowboy Bebop. It's like space mixed with jazz.
Yeah.
You know? But like the guy who listens to the jazz is a psychopath.
Fucking nuts.
He's like Hannibal Lecter, kind of.
Yeah, he even tells like one of the like the main guy from the Xeon side. He's like, if you hear jazz, that means I'm coming to get you.
Yeah.
And it's jazz is intimidating.
So like you said, the government or like the ones from Earth, they're usually the protagonists, right? And they're the ones that have the Gundam. How did the colonists even fight back?
Oh, it's because in the canon of Gundam, Xeon is the one that actually created the mobile suit first.
Oh.
They developed the technology. This was their first, the Zaku. So then the Earth Federation said that like they saw it and they're like, oh shit, they got mobile suits now. We gotta create our own.
Oh, okay.
So they pretty much reverse engineered the Zaku and created Gundam, which is supposed to be like the top quality, most efficient mobile suit. So
okay.
yeah.
Wait, so does their Gundam are actually somewhat comparable to they're not just like cheap knockoffs?
No. They're I guess the development of mobile suits on the Federation side were inspired by the Xeon's development of mobile suits, but then they improved upon it.
Oh.
And then it's just like an arms race back and forth,
is there
developing mobile suits and
so there's a shit ton of colonies then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like And it's kind of a cool idea that Gundam made up. It's like each colony is like a biodome, like in a tube.
Yeah.
Like each I don't know. It's a pretty like cool visual thing. Like everyone who lives in the colonies, it's like they live in like this tube, and it's like it goes around like that. You can see like the cities like up there. And it's a cool visual. Yeah.
Interessante.
I'm very interested.
Yeah.
Well,
and like continue.
I was telling
Before I go off about Thunderbolt
I was telling Javi that the only really Gundam series that I got into was G Gundam.
G-Gundam.
Where it's a little bit lighthearted and they're really just fighting each
right.
other.
What do you mean?
This hand of mine glows a burning red.
Yeah,
it tells me to defeat you.
Yeah, it's just like people in suits fight, like punching each other.
Oh, it's basically Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
like how they pilot the mechas.
Which is why I like really got into it, because I didn't really have to pay attention. It was just like people punching each other in giant robots.
Yeah, that one's a little less complicated.
Yeah.
But it was still fun from what I remember.
Is that one a long series or?
I don't think so.
Like 26 episodes.
Yeah,
probably.
which like to me, I'm used to like. The first animes I got into were like Dragon Ball Z,
right,
and later Naruto.
It's kind of in that style.
Yeah,
yeah. Like very manly, very like high octane, like like special moves. Like what I was just saying right now, the guy's hand literally grows red, and his Gundam's hand grows red. He fucking shoves his hand in a robot. It's fucking bad.
Manly anime is like
Maname.
Maname is like hentai. They pretty much just say what they're doing.
That's it.
Oh god!
I'm gonna punch you right in the chest, and he does it.
Yeah. What's the porn equivalent, Miguel?
Well, he just did it.
Oh
yeah. Shining, burning, shining, burning finger. So good.
Jesus.
Oh man, that. Gundam spans a really long time.
Hell yeah! Like I said, it started in the I think it was 1979. That's when the first one came out, and they've been going on ever since. But to keep it from getting stale, they separate into alternate timelines. Right, so, the first timeline is Universal Century, and then the next one is, I don't know. G Gundam is in its own timeline.
Yeah.
And so.
I mean, there's bound to have been like series where they all just kind of converge, right?
I'm sure there is. I heard there was a show called Turn A Gundam, and I think that was the show that tried to unite them all, but I haven't finished it, so it was kind of slow, to be honest. But yeah. Gundam Thunderbolt. If you haven't watched it, any of you guys, if you consider yourself a Gundam fan,
what the fuck are you doing?
You gotta fucking watch Gundam Thunderbolt. Buy the model kits.
Stop watching Stop watching your porn. And watch Gundam right now.
Put the lotion bottle down, Jerry.
Stop watching that Char hentai.
I really hope there's an actual Jerry. Like, fuck.
That's right.
Down.
No one tells Jerry what to do.
Well, before I continue, because I've actually watched a lot of shows during this past week. I didn't just FAP. In between FAP sessions, I checked out a bunch of shows. Was there anything that you watched during the week, like besides Me Before You? How about you? I've
been watching more Bloodline.
Have you been actually keeping up with it?
Yeah. It's different than the first season, but I'm still enjoying it. Yeah, but I know you.
Right now, I'm watching Orange Is the New Black, season 4.
I think
3. Season 3 or 4.
The most recent one. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm only two episodes in. The episodes are kind of long. They're like hour long episodes.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're pretty good. It's kind of.
What was that?
I knocked the table into the wall. It's same format of the episodes, which is, I mean, it's not bad. If there's a good formula that's working, you should probably stick to it.
Yeah. Wait, what? Formula?
Format. Like, it's like the same. It's to like give you an idea. It's like
really
the women are in the prison, and every once in a while they'll like tell you the backstory of why they found themselves in the prison.
Yeah, because it's interesting with this show. Like the when you first start the show, like season 1. You think it's gonna be all about this one particular girl who's going to prison because.
All right, just a little background. I never watched Orange Is the New Black, so
I'm caught up up to
me.
this current season.
Educate me.
But yeah, her name's Piper, and she's going to prison because her once ex-girlfriend was smuggling drugs, and I think she helped her.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
And so she's going to prison for that for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Is the show like taking place within that year?
Basically,
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because she essentially starts the season by going to jail, so it's like.
Oh, okay.
It just covers.
And she's not in there all that long, I don't think. Like, Because it's based on I think it's based on a true story, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
sort
it
of,
is.
like loosely.
I
Like
feel
the
like,
premise is it's.
I
Based on
feel
a
like
true
at this
story.
point very loosely because I doubt the author and the actual person. I think her name is her actual name is Piper. Or something else.
Do you know how she feels about that?
I don't know. Like,
She still advises on the show.
Yeah. I
so-
feel like she's like an
okay,
executive
right.
producer or something
Okay.
like that. But she wrote a book.
She's probably
About-
not complaining. She's
yeah.
probably getting a bunch of like
Royalties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wrote a book about her
experiences.
in prison. But I doubt all the things that's happened.
So the first season is
Oh,
more
I
like
see. A lot
her.
of embellishments.
Yeah.
The first season is more like her dealing. It's really focused on Piper and her dealing with like adapting to prison life and going to know all these characters and stuff like that. But then the show kind of goes off there and like you get to know each person she interacts with really a lot more closely, and then I feel like it's not really. There's several episodes where you don't know what Piper's doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're just following all these other
okay.
characters,
Yeah.
and all these other characters are really like charismatic and endearing and like interesting.
That's cool.
Oh,
And it's
that's
sad to
true.
hear like why they ended up in prison because like sometimes it's just like they had a really rough upbringing. Sometimes it's a circumstance and stuff like that.
after their backstory is well and done, like their episode to shine, like do they get more development after that?
Certain characters do.
I would say they get a little bit more screen time.
Oh, okay.
Because the show does a good job of like giving you like a central group of characters.
Now let me ask you a very important question. Is there rape?
Yes.
Recently.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
like, are you asking like girl on girl rape?
Prison rape, basically.
I mean, technically, like it's not.
It's happened.
To not to get too many like spoilers. It's not like prison on prison, prisoner on prisoner.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's
Well, you know why I mentioned this.
Because of. Yeah.
Someone solved the prison heat mystery. I'm very thankful. And you know what? It wasn't even a mystery at all. It was right under my nose the whole time. The full film is actually on YouTube.
but you said it's softcore, huh?
Yeah, it's softcore. You should there's tits.
There's tits.
Is it
And
actually a softcore porn, or is it just like it's supposed to be a real movie?
It's a like how I don't I forgot the commenter's name, but I thank you very much. He called it a softcore thriller.
Oh,
and that's basically what it is. There's
Softcore
like
thriller.
I like kind of skimmed through it watching it. It's like holy shit, this is totally when like I came of age. The memories are coming back.
Yeah.
Just started unbuckling your pants for no reason.
No,
subconsciously.
like my more like it kind of got smaller because
like,
the rape scenes are still as disturbing as
I don't think rape is very sexy. That's not something you like, unless
there's
you're
some
people are into that.
No, there's some
unfortunately.
people that are
Yeah.
into that. Especially the people who like
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm not into that. I can't watch rape stuff.
Me either.
Jesus. But mystery solved. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
it's real.
Well,
Thank you.
Netflix really knocks it out of the park with
softcore porn?
That's HBO.
I wouldn't be.
I think they're softcore porn.
Skinemax.
I wouldn't be surprised if like Netflix just becomes like an HBO and starts making like softcore porn, or like starts releasing it. But yeah, Netflix is really knocking it out of the park with their
original
content.
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, some good
Oh,
stuff.
you talked about Orange Is the New Black. What did you watch?
Bloodline. I've been watching that mostly.
Because I want to talk about like some shows that I watched too. But you.
well, I mean, I didn't. I'm still. I mean, you haven't seen season 1, right?
I've seen the first episode of season 1.
The shift of the show is kind of it's changed a lot. I guess like first season, it's I mean, if you don't know the big thing, it's like this sheriff from like the Florida Keys or whatever, that part of Florida, he essentially kills his brother.
Who?
That's
like in the
revealed
first
in the first episode.
Oh, okay. That's like what gets the plot going.
Yeah, and so it's
it's kind of leading into that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the show from that point, like first season, it works its way from the beginning to
I
that
see.
point.
So it's like
but at the very beginning, you see him like put his brother on a boat, set that shit on fire, and
And
jump
blow it
off.
up. Yeah.
it like pauses, record scratch. Now let me tell you how I got here.
Basically.
He started in Bel Air.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like all those moments and all the things that happen to lead to that point. And it's like it's pretty heartbreaking because he's really trying to help because his brother is like the screw up of the family.
Yeah.
He always made the wrong choice and stuff like that, and he's kind of detached from the family. And then he comes back for like a reunion or like a ceremony.
So it's like How I Met Your Mother, but with murder.
Yeah, kind of
Basically.
a little bit because the main guy you're following, I guess he does a lot of voiceover.
Yeah.
And even the way you reveal or the voiceover leads into something else. Like it's actually him talking to someone.
Oh, I see.
And the reveal what that's about is actually really cool too. But then season 2, it takes place after that one part in the beginning where he kills his brother. And it's all the moments after. And you start fighting out.
So the first season already built up to that first scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
And then this season is what happened after them trying to him and his siblings trying to deal with this, and then finding out about the secret life, like his brothers who he killed, secret life, like before he came back to Miami or before he came back to the Florida Keys.
That is really fascinating.
It's pretty slow.
Right in between FAP sessions and anime.
I feel like that's an episode you take an episode at a time. It's not like I had a hard time moving on to the next episode.
Are they like hour long?
They're hour long.
So like a normal TV show.
I think each episode, first season I think it's 10, and then this current season's like 13 or something like that. No, there's no more than 13 in each season. Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely different. I still like it. I'm still enjoying it because I'm invested in the characters. Yeah. But the first season, fucking top notch. It's really good. Slow build up, but I think it's worth watching it all.
All right. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I guess you guys check out Bloodline. Check out Orange Is the New Black if you haven't. And I think I will too.
Wait. So what show?
Well,
talk about the Flash.
No, not the Flash. Well, I did finish the Flash. It was very good. Cried. But that's not what I want to talk about. I watched the new Voltron.
Oh, that's right.
Netflix original.
Speaking of Netflix,
it was very incredibly okay. The screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Voltron. What can I say?
It was animated.
It was
definitely a show.
There's a robot in it.
Okay, I don't want to get the impression that I hated it, because I didn't hate it.
Lie.
You fucking sucked! These guys are hacks! No, actually, it is actually kind of it's actually disappointing considering the talent that's behind it, because they are like Avatar veterans. Yeah. But I guess the problem I have with it is I guess there really isn't like a. I guess the story's not focused enough. I don't know. And I think my main problem with it is that there's a lot of forced attempts at humor. And it kind of gets in the way of the otherwise interesting story. Right. And that kind of really drags it down in the dirt for me. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel the characters could be more interesting too. Like there's one character that is really interesting and has a developed backstory, but I wish they could have made him like the main focus.
Is it the dark brooding character?
Yes. The pilot of the Black Lion. Yeah, the pilot of the Black Lion is like the most interesting character.
It's always the dark ones.
Yeah, because the show opens with him the show opens with him getting abducted by aliens, and then when he comes back, he has amnesia and a robotic arm, and they kind of slowly develop his backstory. He's awesome.
Do they do stuff to his butt?
Probably.
They probably diddled him real good.
Yeah, probably. He killed a few people, I think, too. But yeah, like there's a lot of I think there's way too much like pandering to younger audiences. I feel like if they took themselves seriously, maybe struck a tone more in line with like Korra and Avatar.
Better be a little bit more ambitious.
Yeah, basically. Story, I mean, like the action scenes are phenomenal. Right. I mean, this is the person who choreographed Avatar. You know, it's like the fight scenes are phenomenal. Like the robot action is good, and even the pilots get in on some of the action too, and it's really like it's well done. I just wish the story and the characters were stronger, and less forced attempts at humor. Also, the fucking ending, it just stops. It doesn't end. It just stops.
So definitely season 2.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Like they have to. Like that's what I'm hoping enough people watch it so they can make another season and improve upon their flaws.
Wait, so did it end like the final scene? It was like, was it end in the middle of like about to be a huge fight?
Yes, it ended on a fucking cliffhanger.
Jesus,
it's like goddamn. Like I was invested enough to be disappointed. Yeah, but then it kind of left me hollow because I wish it was more. Right, you know?
Right. Sounds like when I masturbate.
Basically, yeah. We were just talking before the podcast that like our penises are numb because we fap too much. Yeah, so that's basically what I felt about Voltron.
You pretty much just do it until you can't. It's like, I'm done.
Yeah. Also, I know this is probably to please like the hardcore Voltron fans, but I'm not a fan of the stock footage. The first time I saw the combination, it was amazing. It was like, holy fuck, you know, the linking of the arms on the form of the head, that's badass. But then the next 5 times to do it, it loses its.
Oh, so they join together.
It's like it's Power Rangers, basically. The stock footage, you know, combining. It's like,
do you feel like
Voltron.
Do you feel like it would have been like a little bit more powerful, like going like kind of paralleling to Daredevil, like at the end of season 1, you see the suit for the very first time.
No, yeah, exactly.
I feel like they should have done that with Voltron, where they just joined at the last time.
You haven't even seen it, but that's pretty much what I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, not even at the end of the season, but like I wish they would have saved the Voltron robot for like at the end of the first episode.
Right.
I think they blew their load on the Voltron reveal too early.
Oh, like that's the
You know
person
what I
just like, we're here.
Well, not really, but they see like a simulation. Like they
God.
they discover the lines. They're like ancient
Yeah.
technology. They go to the person who like owned them before, and she shows them like, this is what you can do with these lions if you collect all of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah.
I wish they would have saved it when they actually leaked
Yeah,
it. You know?
right.
That's the thing too about the show. It's like it kind of has the mentality. I think it's the mentality that I go into making my own videos, that people will get bored at any short notice. So it keeps going and going. They don't leave any time for you to like take anything in.
Right. To like breathe.
Yeah, like
God.
breathe. Like during the very like heavy or like important exposition scenes. There's always like a thing going on in the background. It's like, just stop it. I'm trying to listen to like Shiro talk. Shiro's Black Lion pilot.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to listen to him talk. He's saying some important shit, but then there's like one of the characters goofing off in the background.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
So does the humor kind of like fill in those gaps where they think people are gonna start getting bored?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can tell straight away. It's like, now this is an exposition scene, but hold on, kid.
Dick joke.
Yeah, basically.
Not dick joke. More like, oh, I played with the silly robot.
Oh, poop.
It's like
I farted.
some of the humor is good. Some
Okay,
of the
yeah.
humor is what you expect, from people who made Avatar.
Yeah.
But others are just super forced. Sometimes you like the forced anime expressions. It's kind of like I haven't seen Teen Titans, but I think Teen Titans did that a lot. Like those anime cliche kind of things when they like, maybe do a face drop or like a teardrop.
That,
or like the
that
lines
happens
on
a lot
their
with
face.
like Beast Boy.
Yeah,
and
stuff
Cyborg,
like that.
yeah.
It's like I think they could have cut back on that a
Right.
little more. I mean, like I watched Voltron first, and that was more cliched anime than Gundam Thunderbolt. I watched Thunderbolt to wash away my disappointment in
Yeah.
a giant robot.
You
train.
washed a
Rewatched
bad
it.
taste out of your
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah. But Voltron wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's just
How long
wish
is
it
each
could've been
episode? Like 30 minutes?
like 30 minutes. The first episode's like an hour long.
Oh,
It's like
oh,
a,
really?
big premiere episode.
Right.
Which I wish the opening could have been better, but I stuck with it because I like some stuff about it. Maybe it'll get better.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of does, but
Should Miguel and I watch it?
if there's a second season, you should. But
Oh, okay.
if they don't get enough views or make enough money,
Right.
then you can skip it. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just watch clips on YouTube of the action scenes because
Is-
they're really fun to watch.
Is
Yeah.
Voltron CGI?
Yeah, he's CGI, but it looks good. It doesn't look out of place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you think, just to touch on that real quick, the whole CG, like for robots?
CG
really-
giant robots.
Yeah, CG giant.
This is a
Do you
pressing
think-
issue.
Because that's. Do you think that's became prevalent in anime just because the technology advanced, so they could do it, and it makes animation a little bit like animating it a little bit easier?
Probably more
No,
efficient.
for sure. Yeah, I think it makes animating easier and it cut costs too.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes, which
Yeah.
I mean, better for them because makes production go
yeah.
by a little faster. But I
Mhm.
feel like sometimes it might take you out of it.
Yeah.
Because you were asking me if because I just recently watched One Punch Man,
Mhm.
and you were asking.
Oh, Genos' arms. Yeah, are they
like,
CG?
No, they're not at all. They're
Yeah.
like
They're
just-
hand-drawn.
They're just really well animated.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Uh,
it keeps you locked into
Yeah,
that
so
world.
well, it was like you said, the Gundams, the mobile suits were
They're
hand drawn
hand-drawn,
as well.
Yeah, Thunderbolt.
And I feel like unfortunately that's a little bit harder to do, but I feel like that just adds to the.
And I guess it makes sense because
Animation.
Thunderbolt's like 4 episodes. It's
Yeah.
like, we only got 4 episodes
Yeah.
worth of like drawing this shit.
really just went all out with their animation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Voltron, it's all right. It's okay. I would totally buy a Voltron figure,
figure?
though, because
Oh,
the
yeah.
design is really cool.
Have they made
Yeah.
figures where they have all like the lines and
Oh, for sure.
because
yeah.
I feel like that would be
Yeah.
really complex.
I think that was like the first Voltron toy they ever made
wow.
back in the 80s. Like they
Jeez.
combined. It didn't look that good. But
Yeah.
It,
Is it a big
did.
figure? I feel like it would be a big.
It
fucking
was pretty
figure.
big, yeah. My cousin had it, and it was like, yeah. And then, there's the Ultimate Voltron DX, GX, whatever, coming out, just like $400.
Oh god,
Jesus.
foaming at the mouth.
Not gonna buy it though, most
Pretty
likely.
expensive.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking expensive.
But yeah, man. Is there any other shows that you watched? Because I've watched more.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to stuff that's coming out. Well, I mean,
Yeah, you should talk about that before I need to catch my breath.
I was looking forward to Orange is the New Black that released. I'm still looking forward to Mr. Robot. I'm really excited.
Oh,
for that.
that's another show that I picked up but dropped for some reason.
You gotta pick that up. It's a good.
That's right. Would you check that out?
Would you agree that that show is also kind of slow?
Not as slow as Bloodline.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of slow though.
That show does the same thing as True Detective, where it doesn't treat you like an idiot. Like it kind of expects you to know some stuff about like coding and tech language.
I mean, not too much. I feel like not something too complicated where like you couldn't figure out with a Google search.
Yeah.
I think the first episode, I watched the first episode on YouTube. They were doing that kind of like that advertisement. Where it's like, oh, watch the first episode of YouTube so you get a preview or whatever. I feel that episode was a really good like hook.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
I don't know why I did that.
It's a hook.
You're gonna hook a butt.
Stick this up your ass, Peter Pan.
But no, that first episode's really good. I mean, just watch it, man.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to.
It's so fucking good.
Character is very interesting.
I think instead of rewatching Thunderbolt for the 100th time, I will watch Mr. Robot.
Really?
But there's Bloodline too, and Bloodline sounded interesting.
Yeah.
How about Game of Thrones?
But
Game of Thrones is intimidating. I want to watch it.
That's a huge beast to tackle on now.
I want to watch it.
Mr. Robot's an hour-long show also.
Well, no, that's only like one season in though.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is like 6 at this point.
I didn't finish the first season of Game of Thrones, but I did watch until like the halfway point.
Yeah.
I just dropped it because life got in the way, but
Yeah.
it was good. From
That
what
show, especially right now, is a beast to tackle on.
I mean, any show that opens with incest. How is that going to be bad?
Murdering a child
and murdering a child. Well, attempted murder.
Murdering a child.
Attempted murder.
Well, I'm looking forward to the end of that season. It's gonna be next week, which is getting real. It's like
it's picking up.
This season, I feel like it's definitely the beginning of the end of the series.
Of the series?
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost ended.
I think there are two more
the next season was going to be less than 10 episodes?
I don't know.
They've confirmed something like that.
There are only 2 seasons left though.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure. What if I just wait for it to end and then like at like the finale party we should just all gather around, get a bunch of friends and just marathon everything.
Oh my god!
It'll be like a multi-month thing.
It's like a little less than 60 hours of television.
Yeah, seriously.
Jesus Christ!
I'd be down.
It's so good. Yeah, like this season, if you're into Game of Thrones, I'm gonna just cover. Briefly.
I'm sure a lot of people are into Game of Thrones.
I mean, just from you can tell that all the stories are kind of like winding down. All the people are getting.
Oh, everything is reaching to like its resolution.
Everybody's getting to where they're trying to go.
Converging.
That show is very much like people are trying to go places, and they take a fucking long time to get there.
Life gets in the way.
You
get stabbed.
Literally.
And you just can't watch Game of Thrones. Life gets in the way.
You don't know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm watching Silicon Valley too.
Oh, that is another
That's a pretty funny show.
Really fun show to watch. I caught up with the new episode came out today. We're recording Sunday.
Yeah.
Came out today. That show's really fucking funny and
fucking
really well written.
Yeah,
all the jokes.
Yeah. It's a nerd show, pretty much.
Yeah, really.
They all work in the tech industry.
Yeah.
So they're all just like the main guy.
Oh, like real nerds.
Yeah.
It's not Big Bang Theory.
No.
Oh God, no. Fuck that.
Bazongo.
Bazoingo.
$1 million, please.
Yeah, there you basically.
I just bazingoed your bangos. That's what he says, right?
Basically.
Yeah, that's what
nailed it.
Sheldon
Copper.
Sheldon Copper.
Nailed it.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap up?
Well, there.
I don't know.
Like I don't want to drag on for a little bit, but other shows that I watch where I finished The Flash. I watched the anime called Kids on the Slope. It was pretty good. Very kind of. Huh?
Skiing?
No, it's jazz actually.
Oh,
it's kind of like a romantic slice of life show, and it's actually not bad. Very realistic, very down to earth. Don't know why it was animated. Could have been live action.
But I don't want to go on this topic too much.
Okay, go.
I like the only anime I watch is the animes that if I can't see that happen in a live action television show, I want to see that in an anime. I don't want not to shit on your show. I just can't.
But it's garbage.
Yeah, but it's like you need to get a life.
Hey. It's the same team who made Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop. If that's
really?
worth anything. Yeah.
No.
They kind of winded down from their high concepts and went to like a more personal, like
right.
show about relationships.
And like, I mean, it's not to say that those kinds of animes they can't develop good stories and characters, but it's just like I'd like to watch
things
blow up.
Serious anime.
Yeah.
Things that you wouldn't normally expect from live action. I want to see it animated.
Well, that's a good rule for it though.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, but
never been a fan of slice of life. Only like one anime.
Me neither, but like I only checked out Kids on the Slope because Chris Stuckman recommended it.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, I love Chris Stuckman. I'd kiss him on the braces.
Yeah, because they're.
Yeah,
because I can't say
not my kind of show, not a show I normally watch, but it was okay.
Yeah. Because I can't say that I haven't gotten attached to some animated characters. Fullmetal Alchemist is a prime example that I got really attached to those characters. And they're really just pictures on a hand-drawn pictures on a screen.
Yeah.
So it was hentai.
I don't watch hentai.
Oh, me neither.
I do.
So are we good to wind down?
I think we're good to wind down.
Oh, did you want to mention that one?
Yeah, I think it's worth mentioning. When did that? Yesterday did it happen? Saturday?
Yeah, I think
Saturday or Friday.
Oh, that's right. You talk about your experiences, and I will just sit back and enjoy.
Experiences?
Oh, what we're talking about is the actor Anton Yelchin. If you're not familiar with his work.
Oh wait, what?
That's what we're moving on to.
I thought you were talking about Let's Play Live.
No.
Oh,
Man,
we went.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Live video games had a lot of fun.
That's why his voice is all
My
fucked
voice
up.
is very you can probably tell.
Well, if you're gonna talk about Anton Yelchin, then I'm not gonna enjoy any of this.
It's
really too bad.
It's not anything good. The actor Anton Yelchin died.
Is it Yelchin or Yelkin?
Yelchin. Is it Yelkin?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anton.
If you're not familiar with his work, he's been in Star Trek, Charlie Bartlett, Fright Night, the vampire movie with
Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell, yeah. Which is a remake
with Patrick Stewart.
Oh, that came out recently.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch
it. Apparently, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And a movie that I first saw him in was in Alpha Dogs, which was, I think that's kind of his breakout role.
Yeah,
it's very good. It's just a very sad thing to happen to someone. To an actor that had, I think, a promising career.
It was really young.
It's not the fact that I was like a big fan of him or anything, but just I guess the way he died.
Yeah,
you know? and at like that age too. It's like it's very unfortunate.
Yeah. It's just sad to see like a figure in filmmaking and storytelling to go away like that. So I just wanted to. Honor his memory. I suggest you checking out those movies that we mentioned. They're worth watching. Maybe Friday Night not so much. It's kind of corny, but
really,
I mean, I watched it and I enjoyed it, but it's
the remake or the original.
The remake.
It was a remake of the original
with Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell and David Tennant is in it too.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's actually pretty good in it. He kind of plays a different.
Kilgrave.
Plays a completely different character from like the Doctor.
Yeah.
So this is not to like bring you guys down, but to kind of like celebrate an actor's life that has some decent work out there.
Yeah.
And on that note, we will catch you guys on the next episode. Thank you guys for watching.
That's right, guys. Don't watch too much porn. and check out Gundam Thunderbolt.
Yeah, check out all the shows we mentioned. If you guys like the podcast, please like and subscribe and comment with any.
Smash that like button.
Tell your friends to
smash it real good. Yeah, share the video. We have some.
Jam your mouse clicks on that subscribe button.
Smack it real good. We have some. I think we have some cool stuff coming up with the channel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
You gotta do another update video, big boy?
I don't think so.
Okay. You'll just get it.
That was way too hard to make. Really? I spent way too much time on that video. So stay tuned, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.
I'll see you next time!
Bye!
There's some physics.
Box engine physics. It's very advanced.
It's really...
Look around the room, man.
Oh,
where the fuck are we? Oh, there's another one!
It's boobies! Oh.
Who's back there? Why'd she go over there? Is there someone else in the room? What's happening?
Is there someone else in there? Doesn't look like it. I can't see this.
You'd think you'd be able to see their fucking bed.
That's weird. You can see it's like,
this game is advanced. So that has some significance.
The plant?
Yeah.
Or the flower, I should say.
Yeah. You could look it up later.
Oh, like the radio.
Just put flower, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like if I look away, I can like hear it less.